let's try it again.
What's up, guys? It's Gutex and Eris, and we are here at SoCal Regionals 2015, coming to you live from Ontario, California, and we are about to get into the Rising Thunder $1,000 Invitational brought to you by Radiant Entertainment. Yes. Yeah, it's okay. You can clap. This is exciting. For those of you guys that haven't heard, Rising Thunder is the new PC-based free-to-play fighting game brought to you by Radiant Entertainment, which consists... Part of their team consists of Evo founders Tony and Tom Cannon, as well as Seth Killian. Eris, why don't we bring in some of our four competitors?
Absolutely. One microphone. All right. Come on up, gentlemen, one at a time. So two of these guys are strangers. This guy's one of them, stranger. The other two guys, they're kind of famous. We'll save them for the end. Buddy, tell me what your name is. Where are you from?
You know, I'm known as Godier from NorCal. And I am psyched to be here at SCR 2015.
Wow, all right. Nice. What character do you use?
I use Talos in this game.
And you've been playing since it came out?
Yes, sir, from the day it came out.
And how confident are you that you're going to win this money?
Let's just say I'm going to give them a fight, whether they like it or not.
All right, all right. Hopefully they like it. Thanks, buddy. Get out of here. Who's next? Get over here, man. All right, this is the other stranger, Lord Internet. What's your name, sir?
Argan Rost.
All right, where are you from? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Credentials.
All right, well, I'm from Orlando, Florida. So I've played like lots and lots of different fighting games. I've gotten a lot of top 8s, East Coast, and Under Night Inbursts. Play a lot of Injustice, MKX. Play a lot with Katana Prime over there, watching in the audience. I play lots of different games, play in lots of events. I'm also the winningest dive kick player in the world, for what that's worth.
All right, that's enough about that. Okay. How confident are you that you're going to win this money today?
Well, I didn't come here from Orlando all the way to lose.
Orlando, okay. All right, buddy, let's get out of here. Good luck. All right, you could go that way, I guess. Next up, come on, buddy. This guy needs no introduction, but I'm going to let him do it anyway. Go ahead.
My name is Rainald, Arcade Shock Rainald.
The legend. All right, for those of us who don't know, give us a little bit of your background, what games you play, where you came from.
I'm from Long Beach, California, and I won EVO 2013 KOF.
I called him a legend for a reason. Excellent. Thank you, sir. How confident are you?
I'm confident that I'm going to win some money.
Damn, all right, all right. And let me hear about your characters. What characters do you use?
Right now I'm using Crow, Talos, and Shell.
3 characters. That's almost all of them. Nice. All right, all right. I'm looking forward to watching you play. Let's get to the last one. Another legend. All right, buddy. How are you feeling? Let's hear how. I don't even want to hear about the rest. Everyone knows where you're from. How confident are you that you're going to win this money?
I should win. Like, I'm so ahead. I'm like 90% I should win.
90%? Okay.
Yes.
What about the other 10%? Where does that lie?
That 10% is the variance because it's such a short set that they can beat me. But if it's a longer set, I think I should win. That's my opinion, you know. But I do think that Rainald will be my hardest matchup because he's one of the best players in the world. But I do think that I should win 90%.
Sounds excellent. You're confident. I'm rooting for you. All right, Internet, I'm going to beat cheeks over to our commentators, Seth Killian and Sajam, and we're going to take it away.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're here with Rising Thunder. I'm Sajam, and I just thought, you can introduce yourself.
My name's Seth Killian.
Yeah. You know a little bit about this game.
I've been around a while. Yeah. No,
couple years.
I work at Radiant Entertainment these days with my friends, the Cannons, and many other fighting game-loving people. Mm-hmm. And we decided to make our own crazy kind of fighting game, and it's Rising Thunder. I'm sure most of the people watching this stream have a little bit of background on the game, but it's one-button specials or specials plus a direction. So the idea really is to try and get everybody into the deep end of the pool in fighting games. So, grinding things can be fun for pros, but that's not the greatest thing in the game. Is not the hardest combo. It's the hard reads and that kind of monkey business. So that's what we tried to get to faster with Rising Thunder.
Nitty-gritty, quicker.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have to spend a year teaching your friend how to throw a fireball.
Exactly, right.
Yeah, that's
and
kind
then
of
they get sad, yeah. So it's Pretty sort of familiar mechanics if you played like a KOF or a Street Fighter or something like that. It's part of why Rainald is such a beast at this game. He was definitely one of my favorite KOF players, and when I saw him tearing it up in this, it made me happy. And then he also has given us lots of good tips on what we got to fix, because it's like, oh, that looks really, that's a little too cheap.
Yeah. Well, I definitely know, because it was one of those things where like I would run into him when I played the game, and I was like, "Oh, Rainald," and I was like really excited at first.
Until you played him.
After like I would get a game, I'm like yes, and then I would lose like the next 5 times I saw him, and I was like not so excited to see him anymore.
I know. And it's this game is notable. Well, a couple of things. I guess it's free. I should say that.
Yeah,
so if anybody
definitely.
wants to check it out, risingthunder.com. Download it right now. Get going. Playing. Everything is totally free in the game. Yeah, it's notably sort of salt-inducing, which is maybe sort of what you're referencing. Like, you look at like your bag of excuses as a fighting game player that you've built up over the years, and it's like, the connection was bad, or I missed my 360 or whatever it was, my input. This game there's not a lot of room for excuses, so you're kind of like, and it could be a great learning experience, but it can also make you kind of go like, yeah, I'm an idiot. And no one ever wants to say that. Like, why did I uppercut? I know it's only one button to uppercut, but all I had to do was
game that makes you self-reflect.
Was not uppercut there. And it's we've got a match replay feature that will be going back into the game, so you can go back and look at all your stuff. And eventually we want the game to be able to like point things out and say like, hey, we noticed you got uppercut like 4 times in that round. Well, these are down the road kind of dreams, but we're working on a lot of stuff. Right now, we're just sort of at a, we call it a technical alpha. It really is sort of a technical alpha. We wanted to test the online and make that the best we can, and we're really targeting nothing less than the best in the world for online. We want to really set the bar there. And then other than that, just sort of turn people loose and let them have fun while we're charging our laser in other departments of the game to try and make everything pretty awesome.
And there have been tons of new moves for different characters and stuff like that. Frame data changes. There's been a lot of updates in the short time that we've had this game.
So as we go like closer into sort of full production, we're not going to be switching it up so much. But because it's an alpha, we are throwing new stuff in all the time. We do add new character. The moves. Well, you're talking about new moves for anybody that's not familiar with the game. Like, you can switch your special moves on a per character basis. So all your normals, your jumps, that kind of stuff stays fixed. But in between the games, 2 out of 3, every rank match is a 2 out of 3 games.
Yeah.
And in between the games, you can't switch your character, but you can switch any of your loadout. So you can switch your moves that you might want to be doing with the characters.
And whether you're using kinetic offense and defense,
Kinetic, I feel like we have a chance. Kinetic deflect is considered generally less popular, but I think we might see some surprise appearances by tonight. It looks like we're ready to go. Everybody's got their sticks tested, and it looks like it's going to be Godir, the Talos Master, up against Rainald, possibly the strongest player in the world at the game. And this is a bad draw for Godir. Easily one of Talos' hardest matches, and Rainald is been tearing it up with Crow.
Yeah, and he's a Talos player himself, so it's not like he's unfamiliar with this particular matchup.
That's exactly right. Godir running into a bad one. Good block there, and Rainald smelling it goes in for the throw. He's got the corner pressure, and again.
Yeah, it's not super easy to tech throws in this game. You sort of have to commit.
Yeah, you have to stand up. You cannot be crouch teching in this game, and Godir not finding it in so far.
Yeah,
he's going for it.
This most basic offense, really.
He really is just putting it, forcing him to block it in the corner.
It's tough to watch. It's difficult.
This is a rough one. That's a P right out of the gates. And this is just a tough draw for him. This is, I would say right now, in my opinion, probably Talos' hardest matchup.
Oh, definitely.
We might be looking at certainly one of the greatest players in the game and maybe one of the greatest crows in the game.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a rough one. But it is 2 out of 3. He made a hard read there with the armored up grab, trying to predict a crow jump, but stays on the ground, catches him with the boot, and drops the combo.
Yeah, that's
showing you how rattled he is at this point. Wow, that is a great block. Very tricky setup there. He's got to make something happen right here. Oh, he had a chance.
That is one of the things about this matchup. All right, he finds the hit, though. And
What's
he goes for the knockdown, doesn't choose the opt for any tricky resets, but
And
so
Rainald
solid,
there with the riposte going up into the air and punishing the offensive attempt. That has currently basically no invincibility with the riposte. So Crow, very, very powerful on the offense, very weak on the defense, but not happening yet so far.
Yeah, and it's tough for this character to really get started against Crow. That's a punish there.
Yeah, you got to take some chances. I mean, that's kind of how Talos is built for sure. Is he's a chance taker. Okay. Oh, big opportunity. Not able to get through to the other side. Good read.
Yeah.
Doesn't let him get out for free. But Crow's got some breathing room again.
There, throws him out of it. Yeah,
Just such a smart read. Yeah, that's the one thing that would have gotten him out of that situation. And again, as you pointed out, Rainald is himself a Talos player. He knows what he wants to do, and the big combo. And he's going to get the overhead. Yes.
Yeah, had juggle points to spare there, really. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is a good point for anybody that hasn't played this game. Basically, everything in this game juggles. There's no restrictions on it, so you can get very creative. But it does have a hard cap at 5. So obviously there's resets and things that are possible in there. But yeah, once you're in the air, okay, big opportunity. Thought he was a little too far for a close fierce there and took the safe combo rather than risking it. Goes through. Rainald challenges with the low short.
Armored off the wall there. Has chance for the offense, really, yeah.
Oh, and it doesn't press there in the corner position. Rainald going air to air, so smart. And again with the throws.
Even get the cancel into the corner here.
And again, throws, part of why they're so dangerous. You can use kinetic advance to cancel out of those throws. And Rainald, Crow not with a super dangerous kinetic cancel throw setups, but he got pretty good damage out of there. Thanks to the corner. Catches him low. This is his chance for Godier. Oh, he went hard.
And there's the boot.
But he found the boot.
Yeah, you try to whiff punish that throw and then come in there. He had it ready, stuck it out.
A little bit of clapping there for Godier. Yeah. Putting one on the board. Getting at least around. Let's see if he can stay with it, not get blown out here.
Yeah, one of the most dangerous feelings as a competitor is clapping for when you take one round.
Yeah, no,
not
that's
the greatest
super dangerous.
feeling.
And this is real bad because Rainald is sitting on full everything, cashes it in, and gets the corner carry. Oh, no, he baited it out.
Made the hard read there. Oh, and he wanted a more advanced punish
no
there,
punish.
but
Okay,
get it, yeah.
Nice using the armor to catch through. And because he goes into a grab animation, the projectile will whiff, so that's a critical part. Finds the boot. Oh, no,
misses
another
the close
drop.
fierce, yeah.
And that's, I think, Godier is just showing some nerves. We've seen him play, actually, there was a Rising Thunder tournament at the Foundry, and Godier went deep in that.
Oh, yeah.
And he played up against F-Champ in that one and was really disappointed. But he's fighting for his life here.
Okay, lands the boot, has a chance.
Oh, pulled him off the ground just at the last. That was the last frame that possibly could have hit. Oh, he found it.
A trade.
But it trades. Rainald will move on. Godier not out yet into the loser's bracket. Think of this as like a top 4 of a winner's bracket.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the winner's side of a Final 8. Everybody's coming in with a win. Now F-Champ sitting
and interestingly enough, I didn't even notice that he was playing on keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have 3 stick players and a keyboard player. The game, I played it on pad because I just wanted to try it out and see how it was. And stick, and both felt very comfortable. I didn't try keyboard.
So honestly, like we had a situation at work where, for whatever reason, like our stick drivers. So I'm like an old warhorse that played on stick forever and never wanted to change. And that's part of why we even had the like Mad Catz Stick Revolution, is because I really wanted to make sure we had sticks for Street Fighter 4.
Makes sense.
Way back when that came out. And so I really love sticks. I wanted to have one to play on. We lost support for the stick like during development for like a week or something, and I switched to keyboard because we designed it to be played on keyboard, and I've never gone back. Keyboard has been
big fan
for
of
me,
keyboard, huh?
I've actually moved to hitbox now in other games,
oh, really?
And it's like I'm like a super keyboard nerd. Like keyboard is like it's just this. It's a learning process if you start on stick or pad, which everybody does.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I'd want to play like every game. But with this, because there's no funny motions with any of the special moves, keyboard is just super crisp. I highly recommend it. So these guys have a long history. Argan Ross and F-Champ. Again, Argan Ross playing Vlad. That's a big chance for a punish. And he's playing conservatively there, and you know he's going to beat himself up for that.
Yeah, no, not even a cancel and a clobbering or anything like that. Just
I know. He might have been too far for it, and he didn't want to risk the punish. Because Champ usually does run the faster DP with Shell that allows her to potentially punish the clobbering rush, which is safe against a lot. Hard read there from Argan Ross on the uppercut, and I think he was right. Shell looked like she was coming in for a throw there.
And you see there that fuel meter on the right there for Vlad.
Yes.
Ability to fly, one of the only characters with something like that in this game.
Yeah, he has like a little sort of hover pack, and he can also cancel aerial moves with it. It takes about 70% jetpack meter to be able to do that. You can also cancel his close standing fierce, his big chop.
Normal,
there you go. So you can get pretty good offense and sort of, that's another huge chance. And Argan Ross showing some nerves here all the way from Florida.
Has the offense. Is going to cancel? Yeah. I was curious whether he would spend the meter, of course.
Now, both guys, I think, in that round were showing each other a lot of respect. F-Champ didn't go in too hard. He did go in for the throw when he saw Argan Roast with the weak punishes. And but Argan Roast was successful at least at baiting out some of the DPs from Shell, and that is one of the keys to this matchup. But he wasn't able to get the punish.
You saw earlier in the round there, he went for that close fierce fly into the empty low. Unfortunately, didn't get it because he didn't have the fuel available, and wow, what a whiff there from Champ.
And Champ made a hard call there, thinking he needed to go with the back super. And Argan Roast using the meter to pull in. Champ calls his bluff with an uppercut there. And Argan Roast, again, he did not want that straight-up jump cancel. Finally stops the bleeding there, but again, now F-Champ knows that he has the advantage. He knows he can sit back and play a little bit more safely and just try and DP Vlad out of the air. That's what makes this matchup so hard is that, oh, there he got the bait.
But he had the bait again,
He's the punish. This is not the Argan Roast we know and love.
Yeah, tough. Maybe nerves getting to him here. And again, yeah, there's the uppercut. Not a punish from Champ either.
Yeah, a lot of nerves here on both sides, so let's see if they can pick it up here. Argan Roast definitely going to need to step it up, and he lets Shell jump in, and that is a crazy uppercut there. He was definitely making a hard read there, so he needs to sort of reset his offense.
Yeah, went for the cross up there with the missile setup, but yeah,
and didn't even make contact.
Yeah, just completely missed.
Yeah, that's not the Argan. I mean, he plays a pretty technical Vlad, and especially in those situations, he likes to sort of, he tends slightly towards the, I guess you'd say sort of, he wants to keep you in the vortex.
Yeah, definitely.
As much as Vlad has one. Yeah.
And you can set it up pretty easy with Sputnik and fly there. It's pretty reasonable. One thing you should note about Shell is that her projectile can be fired at multiple speeds.
Yes. So it is one button to fire it, but hold towards and fire it faster, back, slower. A lot of moves are like that.
Yeah, same thing with her overdrive, which is why you saw earlier when Champ went for that.
That is true. That's how he missed it, because he made the wrong call on which speed he thought he needed it to connect. And he baits out the uppercut again from Argan Roast, who looks like he's struggling here.
Oh, I didn't realize he was opting for the hard knockdown version.
Yeah, he likes to run that, especially against Vlad. It does let you punish the clobbering rush, which is usually safe. The sort of multi-arm flail. And again, he's just dominating in the corner there, making the right calls with the throws.
Shell some very, very strong pressure.
It's true, but
towards
Argan
medium
Roast,
punch.
to stay out of the loser's bracket, is going to have to get something going here. He was saying earlier that he felt like he'd finally made some advances here and figured out what he needed to do against Shell. But so far, not making it happen. He's been able to draw out the DP like he needed to, but his punishes have just not been there yet.
Yeah, it feels like Champ is really capitalizing in between both of them having errors. His have just been less disastrous.
And Champ also there running that special 3, the Sting Wind, the fastest version of it. Oh, and again,
what a drop
combo. This is just not like Argan Roast.
You see Champ there working with that overdrive, almost has enough there to combo into it.
And that makes that Dragon Punch punish, the uppercut punish on the clobbering rush so much more dangerous. He completes the combo there. It's going to be right down to the wire.
Oh, yeah, that is a tough trap to get out of.
Yes, and obviously you can just block it, but Argan Roast struggling.
Yeah.
Struggling.
Wow, so Filipino Champ and Rainald very convincing.
Yeah, no,
on
that
both
was
sides of things.
That was super convincing. Hopefully Argan Roast isn't having any kind of mechanical struggle, but now we'll see Godir coming back. So it looks like he's having a potential button issue or something.
Yeah, he did the classic left right. I don't know what's going on here with this device.
Yeah, it is up to the players to make sure that their equipment is set up properly before the event, but that's obviously not the way. If that's in fact what's going on, that's really not where you want to be.
And,
so
you know,
because
playing on PC, so swooping out for a new stick, it's not too difficult.
Yeah, no, it really. I mean, if it's if you've got a 360 or Xbox One compatible piece of hardware, it's just plug and play. Anything more than that, there's a lot of programs you can use to get it up and running. So
interesting there that he used the hitbox to configure the buttons, and then he plays on keyboard after that.
We'll see. He might be playing on. I know him to be a hitbox player, but we'll see. We'll see what. Argan Roast is looking stressful.
It's like they're
so quick button check,
buttons, yeah. Making sure everything's all right.
Yeah, let's see if he's... All right, that looks like his standard BMB, so everything seems to be firing. Hopefully it didn't encounter anything in the last... Because, yeah, it just did not look... I have a lot of fun watching this guy's stream, and I know he's capable of more than that.
And yeah, he landed that big jump in, had the fierce, and then just did he dropped the combo and did a raw uppercut.
Yeah.
Which was just a
sort
really
of the worst possible situation.
Yeah, and when you have technical flubs in this game, it's really like there's not a ton of room for like, that was just all my bad. It was like, wow.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
My brain just melted down.
Yes, it's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've done that. I've tried to combo in a clobbering rush before and just did uppercut, and you go straight up, and the feeling of shame.
Yeah.
From just missing a button on your stick.
I still have the instinct because I want to blame somebody else, but yeah, I'm like
deep in your heart, you know you can't.
I hit the wrong button.
And this is a really interesting matchup to me.
This is a dangerous one. Yeah, it's very swingy. Argan Rost in there with the combo.
Because on Wake Up there, that Wake Up game for Vlad is really kind of dangerous because a Wake Up forward heavy punch from the armored boot.
Danger of stun. There it is.
Oh, and he gets it. Yeah, so much stun on this character. What's the combo here?
Looked like he was thinking about doing something fancy. He just tried to close it out without spending any meter.
Yeah, I think he looked at his fuel and decided maybe not worth it.
And that rocket there was so smart because it was designed to avoid over that boot, which it did. It kept him in the air for a little bit longer. Because landing into the boot is very dangerous for Vlad. Oh, that's a punish.
That's a punish, yeah.
So that boot is armored from frame 1, which makes it super powerful because you get the wall bounce. But obviously, if it's blocked, it is very punishable.
And you can blow it up with rapid attacks, like multiple jabs and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's right, if you're fast enough. But Godir definitely knows the situations where he can sort of blow through that. He's trying to go in pressure. Vlad can have a difficult time uppercutting Talus out of the air, and then Talus with a preemptive up grab to make sure Vlad wasn't trying to rush in too fast.
Yeah, what a lovely punish there on that armored boot. And there it is. That's the trade he's looking for.
And what's Godir? Oh, he challenges. Oh, he brought it out.
There it is. Gets the boot this time. And it's really, as soon as you see your opponent airborne in your face like that, it's happening.
Okay, and a good challenge there. And Vlad with some holes in his uppercut. It's only invulnerable until the hit frames start coming out. So it does trade a lot. Did he get him? Yes. No.
Yeah,
with the big uppercut, he baited it out with the option select into his counter super.
Good
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, no execution errors really there.
No, that looked like Argan Rost was back there. That's the one we know and love. And this is, in some... Things are changing right now. I think this is a tough fight, actually, in both directions. As the Talus player, yeah. Like it's just both of these characters have abilities right there. That was so good.
Whoa, the walk
just
up.
Walking up, seeing if he could bait something out. Now Argan Rost feeling himself.
Yeah, offense here is really strong.
And
there it is.
Yeah, so he's got the armored grab now going, blowing through that jab from nice jump back.
Yeah, and that jump missile there to change trajectory is just so great, especially in this matchup. This is one where it's very good. Wow.
And that was a perfect shoulder charge, and then he wanted to see if Argan Rost would overreact, and he did a little bit with the jump back and gets plucked out of the air, but he lands another combo. All right, Argan Rost is going to run away, just cool it down for a minute.
Oh, and he gets right through with the boot there. What's going to be the, goes for the knockdown.
Simple. He's playing with a lot of respect, and this is a problem. Oh, wow. Both tried to bait it out. Godir finding it. Nice stuff. Both with the dash back out of the opening.
Yeah, both on Waked Up. You saw the backdash there, gold glow on that. That is a sign of invincibility frames in this game.
Yeah, that's actually an excellent point. Thanks for mentioning that. We tried to be a little bit more transparent about what's invincible and where and why. Ooh, a little drop there from Argan Rost on the uppercut, but he still gets away with it. And that's the mix-up there. He can make it blocked up. Wow!
And he called him out.
That was a super gutsy read. That was a complete call-out. You were correct.
And there it is, gets the boot. And you know, one thing interesting about that boot is if Argan Rost chooses to lead his offense with like a meaty fierce and he just wakes up with boot, he's getting through.
Yes.
It's really tough for Vlad, and nice. The empty low there off the flight has noticed that he's willing to nobody would have blocked that.
Yeah, no, he hopped in the air at the last second. All the Vlads I've seen, I think, did learn that from Argan Rost. And now it is going to be match point Argan Rost to stay alive.
Clobbering, yeah, of course.
Godir could be going home.
Ooh, that forward medium punch, such a fun button to hit.
It
feels great.
It hops over some lows, keeps a lot of pressure going, gives him a little bit, okay. And that is Godir's standard. He likes to just do blind boots and then cancel them into the jump, but Argan Rost has been reading that and reacting properly most of the time with an uppercut. A little bit of a drop there.
Yeah, combos right
still in range.
One of the greatest things about Clobbering Rush, really.
Yeah, that does keeps some easy confirms from jabs. You do pay a heavy price in terms of scaling.
Oh,
wow, another stun.
And he has full fuel here.
It's up to him. It is scaling hard. Goes for a mix-up. Nice
and there
block.
It is, Clobbering, and that's going to be that.
But yeah, nice stuff from Argan Rost. Argan will now step down from the machine, and now F-Champ and Rainald will face off to see who's the winner of the winners. And then we'll see who will be sent down to play Argan.
Yeah. I'm so interested to see what character Rainald plays.
This is, again, he's been focusing on Crow lately. I've seen him run into him in ranked a couple of times online. He's been playing Crow, but yeah, he started with Talos, branched out to Shell a little bit, I think partially as a nod to F-Champ, who gave him a hard time. I think he was one of the first guys to put him to the test, really, with his Talos. But he knows all those characters really, really well. So we did see him open with Crow earlier. We'll see if that's the way he decides to stick with it down the line here.
I'm curious, do you know if this is 3 out of 5, 2 out of 3, what we're doing here?
So it is just standard 2 out of 3, like a regular ranked match. But as we go into finals, as we go into the grand finals, we will have someone coming from the losers bracket.
Yeah.
So should they win the first set, they'll play a second set to decide that. But we'll keep it snappy. You know, just let people get a taste of this and see what it looks like when you get some good players in here.
Snappy way to get $1,000, really.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, we wanna like, yeah. Keep it fun, but things are always more fun with money on the line.
Definitely. He's training moding Talos here. I wonder if that's a sign of things to come, or
it could
just,
be. It could be. We'll see. And again, there may be some mind games because Ryan definitely does play other characters, but has been not shy about being focused on Shell, who he also reports is the weakest character in the game.
I've seen that multiple times, and is
according
very,
to his analysis.
Is very vocal about how much he dislikes Talos when he received a number of changes to the way his armored command throw worked.
Yes, yes.
I remember seeing a lot of those.
Some of them which gave Shell particular trouble.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
actually gave a lot of characters trouble. They were very good changes.
It did shut everything down with the 0 frame armored grab. It's a rough one.
And the armored anti-air and the threat of boot, and there was a lot of things going on. I saw it was it's been slightly scaled back.
Yes. Now the armor is active on frame 3 rather than frame 1. So with the right kind of setup or pressure, a dramatic close-up on the loading screen.
And then we get the transition into the match.
Such production here. SCR always setting a bar.
And he does go
So Rainald does go Talos.
Yeah.
He likes this against Shell in particular. Shell versus Crow is a little bit more of a wild man's match, whereas Talos can be a little bit more methodical in the way he sort of hunts Shell down.
Yeah, and I feel like there's more of a threat to being mauled as Crow against Shell.
That is correct as well. Yeah, his defense much weaker.
You've already seen the wake up.
Low, and that is the special 3 I mentioned before. Its primary advantage, it doesn't really lead into much, but it does combo from lights, so it's better for sort of scramble situations. And that is the way that
big call out twice, and there's the punish. Yeah, beefy damage on that.
Called out. Ryan went for it.
Yeah, had a little panic moment there, really.
Rainald all over it. And this seems to be the new meta for both Rainald and Godier is using the shoulder rush, and there's the kinetic defense. As we saw. Like, he played kinetic advance with his Crow, but with this in this Talos matchup, he likes the deflect. And how deflect works, I mean, wow.
Excellent.
Yanked him out of the air.
I feel like he was barely off the ground. Yeah. It was so fast.
Yeah, he clearly was like, I'm waiting for you to jump. I'm waiting for you to do exactly one. Okay, you did it. Bam, gotcha.
One button anti-air, and it's so satisfying hearing denied.
Yes.
Denied.
Wow.
And yeah, I feel like with the loadout that he has picked, I don't know if he necessarily needs advance in this situation.
No, I mean, yeah, with the armored grabs, the downside of the armored grab choices for Talos are that they are not cancelable with kinetic advance. So he does have to make
sacrifice.
Yeah, and I think kinetic deflect is a completely viable choice in this matchup. And obviously, Rainald, so good, that standing jab. A little bit of space control, wants to keep Shell from poking.
Wow, what a call out.
And that is, so the advantage of that towards a medium with Shell, the little hop, is that it does put her in the air, which makes it difficult. You can't throw it.
Yeah, you can't throw it.
It'll beat a lot of lows, and it's fast. But Rainald with a great call, using the anti-air grab, which will whiff against grounded opponents, but grab immediately against Shell.
It's one of those buttons that usually comes in bunches.
Yes.
It doesn't feel right to just do it once. You have to hit it
I'm already in, I might as well do it again.
Yeah, I mean, the first time it didn't hit, second time, why not, right?
Yeah. Now it looks like Champ wants to push as far as he can, try and get some corner or at least some screen behind him to do backing up. And obviously, we're familiar with that if you've seen him play Dalsum in Street Fighter. Shoulders in, fires off the armored rush.
A regular throw there.
Yeah, that's sort of the predicted approach. Oh, he went low. He tried to punish the uppercut. Ryan canceled into a jump forward. but he finds the armor grab again and now has corner. Talos doesn't particularly need or benefit as hugely as some characters from the corner, but it's very nice to not have backdash away from him.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, calls him out again and closes it out. It's match point Rainald, just like that.
He's making that pressure feel so dangerous because if Champ jumps away, he's getting denied.
Yes,
every time.
He will get grabbed.
Yeah, so no matter what you're going to do there, he's really making it feel like you're stuck no matter what.
And the backdash risks boot, and because Ryan's jumping away so much, he's not in position to punish those long recovery periods on the up grab that Rainald.
There it is, that interrupt with the boot. I was looking for that a few times there.
That's one of the things that makes this match difficult for Shell, is that she can't use her standard low heavy, her sweep pressure into Fireball.
Sweep Fireball, really strong against a lot of characters.
Yeah, but Talos can boot through it. Okay, nice decision there from Ryan. F-Champ using the air Fireball from Shell to hang in the air and avoid the ground grab from Rainald. So super smart stuff.
Air trajectory again. And I like him using the shoulder for mobility more than anything.
Yeah, he's using it just to get into the challenge and say, hey, I'm threatening armored grab here. What are you going to do? Are you going to jump away? Because he can wait then and try and use the deny out of the air. He can try to sweep you again.
Yeah.
Such a smart answer to that hop kick. The hop kick only airborne for a few frames.
Yeah. You know, he didn't get the round there off that, but that's a bit of mental damage to think about. Yeah.
And that's not the first time he's got it, so he's clearly looking for it and saying, like, this is not free offense on me. This is the hallmark of creative and interesting players.
He's an Evo champion for a reason. Both of these players, really.
That time, wow. That's got to hurt so bad for F-Champ because he guessed that he would be going for an air grab and tried to stay in the air with the air Fireball, but Rainald recovering in time to punish.
Wow, excellent use of advance there to get out of that corner situation. And now he has pressure.
He went for the throw a little bit too fast. Wow.
Backdashing the boot, yeah.
So dangerous.
Yeah, a few frames off and we would have seen him go to the wall.
And that's what Champ's been looking for, but Rainald there with the wet blanket on the deflect. And it does function basically like a burst for anybody new to this game. Basically, as soon as you have half meter, you can activate it out of any hit stun or block stun frames. And then if you are struck again while in the armored state, that's what causes the actual burst. Wow, great read. And the super, it does not work against supers, so that was a great follow-on. And Ryan getting him to burn a little bit of meter. But now has to let him out. Oh, he called him out. He wanted to dash up with the run in for the throw.
Yeah, such good reactions just to have that queued up.
Yeah, Rainald was all over it. There was no reason to be
I was so when he did that low sweep, I thought the boot was coming out.
The boot, he might have been, if you do it from close enough, you can, yeah, it is possible to avoid the boot in those situations, but it might also be a sign that F-Champ was playing a little bit on autopilot and Rainald just got away with it.
Yeah, maybe a little loose there. You know the best part about that is how stressed both players look? Dude. It's a good sign of what we're watching here. There's the uppercut, calls it out, and not a massive punish.
Doesn't go for the giant punish, and he might have been a little bit just too far for, again, the close spheres, so you don't want to risk it. Rainald does like to crunch the numbers and just play a nice, clean game. Wow, I love that.
Nothing wrong with winning.
Right over the fireball.
Yeah, and that shoulder can be done in the air, as you guys just saw. I think that's probably the first time he's brought that out.
Yeah, and most Taloses, there are a lot of Taloses play a more dynamic sort of rushdown game and use a lot of tricks to use the shoulder in the air. Again, Rainald likes to play super clean, likes to play a lot of footsies, and just approach. Sort of the grinder style, the old school kind of grappler, where it's just like a trash compactor marching towards you, crumpling you into a ball as you get closer to the wall in the corner as your options run out.
Yeah, and with this, you know, with how he's shown the control with the anti-air and the grounded command throw, it really feels like you have no options.
And we're really seeing like one of the wow, yeah, that is a key element of this game. He's got the opportunity.
Yeah, breaker there, and it works on throws even, as you guys have seen.
That is true, yes. Big chance. Okay, he's going to keep it real simple, try and get the max damage out of the super without worrying about scaling. He didn't have a lot of kinetic meter there to be able to do anything fancier. So he just takes the damage nice and simple. Good pressure there from Rainald. The standing jab.
Yeah, that standing jab's so good.
2 good reads in a row from Champ, and now on the verge of bringing this back. Oh!
Yeah, excellent uppercut.
And he knew he could take a block there in that situation. And Rainald, plenty of meter with the deflect, but not enough to do it. And we are going to Game 3, Round 3. Who will move on and be the champion of this winner's bracket action?
Yeah, Champ, excellent uppercut there. One thing to keep in mind is that when an anti-air uppercut hits you like that, the cooldown might still be there, and you can jump again kind of reasonably soon, just like that.
Yes, so we are seeing in this situation, we're working on a spectator mode that's in right now, but we opted just to go what we are seeing right now, which is not both players' cooldowns.
Only Rainald's
yes.
cooldown's available, yeah. Oh, and he goes for it, yeah. Probably a smart decision. He's gonna
He
lose a
tried
lot
to get
like
over the
that.
uppercut with the air shoulder. I love it. Oh, he went for the grab, and Champ calling it with a huge lead now.
Yeah, commanding, and there it is. Yeah, he's spending his meter there just for that extra bit of damage.
Oh, here comes Rainald. But he's only got the deflect meter, and now not enough life to really make much use. Oh,
overdrive,
crazy
though.
read.
He has
Did he get him? Did he get him? He got him.
did.
All right, the door is open. What will be the follow-up? Is he going to play it safe? He is
Needs a
within
couple.
striking distance.
Yeah.
Oh, he got him with the standing jab.
Okay, breaker. That he
Breaks
had
out
to
of the
do that.
throw.
Really
All part of the
necessary
setup,
there.
and Rainald, look at him, just
Oh, and
stoic, but runs into the fireball. Now with, oh! He might have had a chance for a throw there, but he gets called out right down to the wire. Nice applause there. Rainald will stay seated as Argan Roast will return to the stage to see who will win the loser's bracket finals.
And even off that air shoulder there, a lot of ranges and heights he can combo into the jab.
You're correct.
So I'm curious whether he actually went for jab or maybe he tried something a little bit more brave. I didn't see what it was.
He might have wanted to be in position to close it out, so this is hyper speculative. Obviously, I don't know what's in his mind, but why else are we talking, right?
course,
Like, let's speculate about what's in his mind.
Yeah.
Because he used the shoulder to approach in the air, one of Talos' weaknesses is they doesn't really have much to combo off of jabs.
Jabs, yeah.
The only thing he can combo off jabs is the shoulder. Because he used the shoulder to approach and start the combo, he wouldn't have the shoulder again by the end of the jabs.
Yeah, still on cooldown for probably another almost second there.
Yes, for sure. So he might have been wanting to put himself in position to get a grab or some sort of counter hit set up.
Yeah.
We won't know.
That was so
But
close.
yeah, it was super close, and Rainald kept it right down to the wire. And now Rainald has a lot of options up against Argan Roast, and Argan Roast also plays a really pretty darn good Crow of his own, so he's familiar with that matchup. I would say I would predict. Oh, okay. Let's see if he's actually going to stick with this. Is real. He did play Talos against Vlad. See if he can redeem him. Crow against Vlad is an interesting match, but very swingy because both characters have strong offense, Crow with very weak defense.
And there's a lot of weird situations that come up, like close fears from Vlad.
Yeah.
Being ducked by low jab from Crow. Weird situations like that occur.
Yeah.
It's a funky match for sure. But he's going with Talos here. And yeah, at that range, Talos not going to get a punish on clobbering round.
And that's what makes these armored grabs for Talos. Okay. Again, Argan Roast with a late cancel. Gets to the other side. Big damage.
Oh, yeah, tries to get to the other side there for the cross-up, but
he's cornered himself again. Okay, we'll take the trade on the uppercut. That's good. But that's what makes this – that's where I was going with this before. What makes this so difficult for Vlad is that he likes to approach with multiple hits from the air, and the armored grabs from Talos can just power right through any of that.
Yeah. Not having any of it. It's just going to shut it down every time. And even if you try to fly above it and stuff like that and get tricky, it doesn't always work
It's
out.
got a pretty big hitbox. So you can do it, but it's situational, and you sort of have to be thinking about it.
You waste all that fuel meter.
And also playing this deflect mode that he is with Talos, it's going to make it – oh, wow. So he was all over that. That's usually a very fast cross-up setup off the uppercut. Really strong stuff from Argan Roast. And really all there. That's basically what he was going for before.
Yeah.
But Rainald was just too fast for him before. Nice throw, and he puts him back into the corner. He's checking with it.
Yeah, the projectile
Air
there.
rocket.
The Sputnik.
Oh, to the other side, but there's the deflect.
And what's great about that is it leaves him in the corner now.
Yeah, you do get a nice push off that. Now Rainald. Oh, great patience there from Argan Roast.
Almost preemptive on that uppercut.
And that is it. That is what's so difficult about this match. Dangerous for both characters. You get him, you got him. You got him. And that's going to close it out.
It was the nice little jab check
Yes.
that really set that up. That little walk-up jab, like, yeah, I'm going to walk up and jab you again. Instead,
got him to crouch. As soon as you see the crouch, you know they're not going to have enough frames to get into the air.
Yeah.
Won't grab anything but grounded opponents, but once you see him crouching, activation is too fast to allow an escape.
It's tough times. Definitely.
So Argan Ross now on verge of elimination. Has to win this match. We saw him handle Godir's Talos pretty effectively.
Different style of Talos. Really.
Very different style of Talos's.
Oh, and he had no fuel there. You can see
He ran out. He
managing
ran
that,
out of fuel. Got to manage that very carefully, and Argan Ross usually very good about that.
Well, yeah, you saw him try to use the stand medium punch there. Really great button for Vlad. Cancel him into Sputnik.
And Argan Ross has been really on point with some of these uppercuts. Oh, wow. Gets him with the air throw. Misses the follow-up, though.
Catches the shoulder anyway.
He's got the corner. Oh, he went in. No.
That was a
huge
weird
punish.
whiff, yeah.
And he opts not to burn the kinetic meter. You can cancel that throw into some pretty significant damage. Didn't want to do it. Baits out the burst, though.
Argan sitting on this overdrive here.
And sitting on it is, oh, wow, okay, good block there from Rainald. Not a huge punish.
Got that stand medium punch.
Solid. And now he thinks he maybe can just close it out with air rockets.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was, I'm surprised there, because if Rainald had not stuck out a move, he would have landed safely from that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Vlad's uppercut, as you can see, super horizontal. Very limited vertical, or excuse me, super vertical. Yeah, it's very limited horizontal range on the ground. And especially if the opponent doesn't stick anything out. I was going to say good block, but he got caught low at the last minute after successfully blocking the overhead mix-up.
Yeah, combos right into that overdrive there. Breaker at the end, mostly probably for positioning.
I think that's got to be the right call.
Yeah,
because
not
you're
about
gonna,
the damage left. Yeah.
Oh, okay, very smart stuff from Argan Rust. Getting away, and now he's just all over Rainald, battling back in a huge way.
And stun is an issue here.
Smelling the weakness. He's got a chance.
Nice.
Okay, Argan Rust will avoid the stun.
Yeah, Rainald really delaying things here. Okay, yeah, that had to happen.
Yeah, no, he didn't have any life to play with anymore. And
Yeah.
again, that's super nice there from Argan Rust. This is exactly what Rainald was getting away with against Champ. He was allowing him to go for those up grabs, but because he was jumping back, Shell didn't have a punish opportunity. Vlad, because he can hover in the air, able to reverse his direction so he can jump away and then approach again from the air, and is getting some pretty solid punishes there.
And that's what you saw right at the end. Able to fly back in using that fuel. As long as you have fuel available for you off of a back jump like that, if you whiffs a command throw, definitely your chance to get in there.
Now I am surprised. Well, let's see how it goes. I don't want to spoil the fun. Nice air read, smelling he wanted to jump away, and now Rainald going to the more obvious direction, saying like, "Look, I cannot. I've been trying to over-respect you, and it's not been working out for me. So
sometimes you just have to bring out something like that." Yeah.
Tries to boot through. Now booting through against Shell's pressure like that will work, but Vlad does recover a lot faster from the rocket.
Yeah.
Gets pulled out of the air by the second hit of the shoulder rush. Nice stuff from Rainald. Take game one, or round one of game 3.
Yeah, that shoulder rush, the spacing on that there is very impressive. And you see there that the move doesn't always have to be completed.
Yeah,
you can stop it early.
You can stop, and then you're actually in a... Okay, that again. That's the third time.
That situation.
Yeah, same situation. And the other thing I'm surprised by is that Rainald is not jumping in empty jumps. That's a punish opportunity. Will he cancel? No, he opts not to use the super there.
Oh, yeah, he could have got it there. That was a key break.
Huge opportunity for Vlad. And we've seen that situation now 3 or 4 times. There's an opportunity for Rainald to just jump in with nothing and potentially be in a huge punish spot against Vlad. Wow. All of Argan Rust's pressure strings there, trying to get across and sort of surprise attack there. And Rainald has been completely on top of it.
Positioning here, though, so great. And there's that stand jab again that we saw him convince him earlier.
He went for the big punish and was just a little too slow. Nice air grab.
Follow up, and yeah, he was ready for that jump out.
He let him fall out, and then, yes, had him in chip position. Great stuff to Rainald, who will move on. Argan Rust will take 3rd place. Rainald will fight again from the loser's bracket up against F-Champ, the only man to win. We had a Rising Thunder tournament at the Foundry. It was won by F-Champ in convincing fashion.
Yeah.
Against some pretty strong players. There were a lot of very highly ranked players in attendance. But Rainald and F-Champ have not faced off in person like this before. So I would say odds makers probably had these 2 guys going into the finals here.
Probably, yeah. And these guys, you can catch them. It's very easy to see footage of them. There's streams pretty often.
Yeah, they do a lot of F-Champ in particular is a huge streamer. Rainald, I think, probably plays more than almost any other human, but
to see Rainald, you watch the other streams, and they always run into him.
He's not much of a streamer.
So you always know what he's cooking. Yeah, you always know what he's got.
And
you
we're
turn into an
working
Argan Rust stream, and you see matches of them playing. Yeah,
because those guys are all ranked in the top 10 in the world.
Oh,
so the matchmaker has them fighting each other
and
quite a bit.
And with such lovely netcode, the matches.
Well,
it's going to work out just fine.
Cheers to Tony Cannon for all of his fine work on.
As a Killer Instinct player, I can appreciate amazing netcode for sure.
Yeah, he's really gone back to the drawing board to try and take it somewhere new, and a bunch of little stuff. We'll see more as we go into the future. But for as good as it is now, and I appreciate you not saying it but feeling it.
No, it's true.
It's only going to get better. You just watch.
Okay,
you just watch.
I had a face about that. I wasn't so sure. Okay, switching to Crow here.
Rainald switching up with Crow. Crow with a definitely a non-standard character. Oh,
that's punish. Yeah.
Solid punish.
Two
He's
crouching
using
medium
the
punches
puncture.
there. Yeah, puncture interesting. The setup after not quite as, not amazing, but with some cancels you can get stuff out of it.
It's sort of the working man's option of his special 2 choices.
Yeah.
But now forced to block in the corner. Goes for the fast slicer. Wants to push him into it. I do like that setup. He throws the disc behind him and then uses the low medium to push you back into it.
Oh yeah, nice
to
pressure
keep frame
there.
advantage. Oh, and the riposte and Crow F-Champ smelling it and going for the grab instead of attacking.
Oh, and he gets the big
this
jump
could
in
be
there.
huge.
And he has the overdrive available
Will it be
too.
enough? With the follow-up?
Yes, it does, man. And even if that hadn't been enough, there were setups available. He could have backed off.
Yes. Yeah.
He could have created space, but
you want to close in that
kill,
situation. Yeah, for sure.
Especially with Champ, so much overdrive unit for himself.
So
nice.
Rainald, nice adjustment there by Champ. Rainald using the riposte to fly into the air. And again, will he be able to block in time? Oh, he riposted. That was super clever, but he still got caught by the super.
Oh yeah, you see Champ there. He's just waiting for that instant air.
Yeah, he's trying to sort of thread the needle with his uppercut, trying to get around this disc pressure from Crow. But now Rainald in the corner, riposted into the air.
This is where it's really tough for this character in this particular matchup. Like I mentioned, he's
yes.
Wow.
You've seen the
fierce.
You saw the explosive potential up close, which took round 1 for Rainald, and then you saw the defensive weakness as he got blown up in the corner.
That was not happening against armored command throws. That kind of pressure, not interested. Yeah.
And again, that's a smart special 2, the puncture there, because he's catching the backdash from. It's basically covering the backdash option from Champ on Wake Up.
And yeah, it's just such a threat in neutral too.
Let's see what he's got here.
Nice.
Now he dashes all the way across the screen with the full screen run into the uppercut. Champ loves that. It just sort of fits his style to be able to sort of rush sort of the chest forward in your face kind of stuff.
Wow,
but now
what a
Rainald
reset.
found the cross up.
Curious if there's going to be setup here.
Look at that red health.
And
with the stun.
And he's going to get the fully charged
This
disc
is how
here.
the cookie crumbles. Oh, he dropped
missed it. And Champ's going to get the cancel. Oh,
wow.
That was a tough drop.
And Rainald just, this is a guy that knows his way around some high intensity finals.
But that's still a tough way to go out, yeah.
I mean, if anybody can recover, it's this guy, but that hurts.
Yeah, and he had it too. And I mean, yeah, that's just such a tough drop. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if he would have been able to kill with the scaling, but he would have been obviously in a much stronger position.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's lost game 1. And he must win this. If Champ takes it, that is going to be the end. So Champ now coming from the winner's bracket.
Could be potential the final game here.
Champ canceling the recovery of the fireball to dash in behind it just to maintain that corner perception. He called out Rainald. Nice tech on the throw.
Yeah, really. He said you won't be this patient this long. There's no possible way.
Oh, wow. Champ just a little bit out of position to complete that follow-up.
Oh, I think he blocked. Yeah. Was expecting it. Oh, got hit on the other side.
The last hit.
And the uppercut. Oh, Rainald not.
Tricky stuff, but Champ uppercutting his way out of trouble. And just like that, it is going to be match point for Filipino Champ.
Starting. Yeah, that projectile covers so much distance.
It does. But
that
I
can
will
get
say,
right through,
that's projectile invulnerable with the, wow, he waited.
The staggered.
He caught him.
Just delayed
crouching
stutter
light
step.
there,
Yeah.
Good block.
Very good anti-air there. Almost got the follow-up at the end of it.
Champ looking really in the zone here, just playing super clean. Oh, and Rainald gets the reset, but looking a little loosey-goosey here. A few drops. Will he be able to land it this time? He does. He gets some bouncing on it.
Jungle. Not quite the full thing, but damage is great, and yeah, he has such a massive lead here.
This could be it for F-Champ.
And
that is going to be it. F-Champ takes the first Rising Thunder Invitational. Congratulations to all the players.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me here. We'll be kicking it back over, I think, to our winning
hosts.
player. Yeah, our lovely hosts. Beard and No Beard, as they're known.
Man. All right, so you're $1,000 richer. Let me ask you a little bit about the match. Was it as close as you thought it could have been?
I expected it to be close against Rainald. The other two, I knew that I had a bigger edge, but I knew against Rainald, I have to play my 100% in order for me to close it out.
Okay, I like to hear that. Now let me ask you, okay, this is a relatively new game. What would you like to see going forward for Rising Thunder?
Right now, I don't have a lot of expectations because the game is still alpha, guys. You know, it's not even beta yet. So right now, we're just playing. I'm just enjoying the fact that I could always play anybody at any time and with a very good connection. So that's what I appreciate about a game. I get to practice my, I would say my mental dexterity and my fundamentals playing online compared to other games because the online of other fighting games is not as good as this one. So that's the only thing I appreciate about it right now. But hopefully moving forward, they added more features, which is, I think is inevitable since right now the game is, to me, is very good already for it being alpha.
If you could quickly give people who are watching who haven't tried the game out, could you give them an idea on what this game has that maybe could entice them to try it?
The one thing that this game has compared to other fighting games is that you only need a good hour or two to get the full introduction on how to play a fighting game. There's no execution as much as other fighting games, and you go straight to the point. You go straight to the good stuff.
Excellent. Well, congratulations, man. All right, Beat Cheeks out of here.
Thank you.
Nice work. Okay, we're going to pass it over to Gutex because we only have one microphone, and I'm out of here.
All right, thanks, Eris. Congratulations, Filipino champ. Everybody give it up for Filipino champ for winning the Rising Thunder $1,000 exhibition brought to you by Radiant Entertainment. If you guys at home are watching and haven't yet downloaded it, you can go to risingthunder.com and download it right now. It's free, and everybody's going to be playing it very soon. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have an Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 exhibition featuring Cloud 805 in a first of 5 versus Takumi. So sit tight. We'll be right back. First to 10. What did I say? First to 10.